the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear from state and national leaders who gathered at the governor's 4th annual Opioid Response Summit yesterday.
Plus, trustees at the University of Maine have voted to determine the future of the chancellor's contract.
And the Bangor Police Department has been cornered into making a final decision for their recreational league. This and more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's just past 6 o'clock on this lovely Tuesday we have in store for us. It is also July 12th, which is scary to think about because we're creeping up to that 15th, which is halfway through the July. I felt like 4th of July just happened.
I know. If you have to do any back-to-school shopping, you're already seeing advertisements for it, I'm sure.
Oh, I know. I'm sure they're popping up all over your news feed this morning. So let's get a first check of our forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He joins us with the latest.
Joe and Emma, thank you very much. We've made it to Tuesday morning. A small craft advisory has been extended now, lasting until 6 a.m. on Wednesday, as our timing for this system has been delayed by just a few hours as far as when strong to maybe severe thunderstorms will try to move in across parts of the state. But for now, though, we're looking pretty decent out there. Let's zoom things out right now. And we're seeing a few isolated showers off toward the north, maybe hitting across some of our northern counties. Bangor looking pretty good this morning. Areas along the coast looking pretty decent. But we are watching our next system moving in from the west and a little bit to the northwest as well. This is all tracking to the east, so there will be chances for a few showers coming up later today in the afternoon period, along with a few thunderstorms. But the strongest storms that we have our eye on will arrive by around 7 p.m. this evening. So Futurecast showing those chances for a few showers and storms throughout the day, with the better chances arriving by about 7 p.m. this evening. But by about 10 o'clock tonight, it's all getting out of here, and the clouds will be breaking up after the fact. As for the winds, they will be gusty out there as well. These are just the sustained winds along the coast, getting up to around 15 miles per hour, but higher gusts up to 30 miles per hour, maybe even more, not out of the question. Forecast for today, lower 80 scattered thunderstorms late. Also a few rain showers during the day as well, maybe with a few rumbles of thunder. Some of those may get on the stronger side late, producing some gusty winds and hail with that south wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. That will continue into tonight with some of those getting strong early, with lows in the lower 60s. Things will taper off by about 10 o'clock, with south wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. And our hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period. Again, clouds will be on the increase overall. Temperatures may get into the lower 80s before the storms move in. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
We begin this morning with a Bangor man who appeared in court Tuesday after allegedly leaving his infant child in a locked vehicle.
On July 8th, officers responded to a report of a crying and sweating infant locked inside a car on Griffin Road. Officers waited for 20 minutes for a tow truck to arrive before attempting to unlock the car, according to the Penobscot County District Attorney.
The officer approached the car from the passenger side and saw the victim in the car seat crying and with what appeared to be sweat dripping from his forehead. The child was not fastened in the car seat properly.
They say 24-year-old Isaiah Olson of Bangor, the father of the child, was visiting a friend in a nearby apartment. After a tow truck arrived, Olson exited the residence to ask what was happening and told police he was frequently checking in on the child. Olson pleaded not guilty to endangering the welfare of a child on Monday. The misdemeanor charge carries a sentence of up to a year in prison and a $2,000 fine. Judge John Lucy ordered no unsupervised contact with his child while the case is pending. Bail was set at $250. Olson's next court appearance is scheduled October 4th of this year.
A Guilford woman was arrested Sunday for allegedly stabbing her boyfriend in the throat. 49-year-old Mary Mahoney was charged with aggravated assault Sunday night. Piscataquis County Assistant District Attorney Chris Almy says the boyfriend was life-flighted to Northern Light Hospital.
The way she addressed the police, it was apparent that she does have mental health issues that may have been part of the reason for this particular stabbing to have occurred.
Almy says Mahoney was transported to Piscataquis County Jail.
A Guilford woman who is facing charges for allegedly embezzling more than $1 million from the company she worked was scheduled to appear in court on Monday, but had the hearing pushed back. 51-year-old Terry Moulton was arrested on April 25th. She worked as a bookkeeper at DeWitt Machine Fabrication in Medford for over 12 years. Authorities say an investigation by the Piscataquis County Sheriff's Office revealed she had allegedly been forging checks, making unauthorized ATM withdrawals, making unauthorized purchases, and paying personal bills with the company credit card. Records show there were several weeks where Moulton allegedly forged payroll multiple times in 1 week between January of 2019 and February of this year. Moulton allegedly forged 194 checks totaling more than $200,000. She also allegedly spent more than $300,000 using the DeWitt's credit card. More than $900,000 was allegedly taken from the ATM withdrawals. Moulton is being charged with theft by unauthorized taking and forgery. She is scheduled to appear in court in September.
A new law aimed at preventing catalytic converter thefts will take place next month. The Maine legislature passed the law to strengthen chain of custody requirements and discourage thefts. Under the new law, which goes into effect August 8th, several entities are required to engrave or mark catalytic converters. Those include new and used car dealers, recyclers, and private individuals. New and used car dealers must engrave the full VIN of a vehicle on a catalytic converter, unless the vehicle is sold at wholesale or if the CAT converter is not fully visible from the underside of the vehicle. Recyclers must engrave or permanently mark either the full VIN or the recycler's license number and stock number. Private individuals who remove an unmarked CAT converter must engrave or permanently mark the converter with the full VIN as well.
The governor's 4th annual Opioid Response Summit brought together physicians, organizers, and political leaders. A.J. Douglas spoke with leaders on a state and national level to learn how the Mills administration plans to support people on the road to recovery.
There's no such thing as recreational drug use anymore. If people continue to use, they're going to die.
Governor Mills' Opioid Response Summit brought together aiding organizations, healthcare professionals, and overdose survivors, all joining forces to beat the statewide drug crisis. Director of Opioid Response for the Mills administration, Gordon Smith, talked about the increased access to drugs around the state.
The problem now is more because it's so lethal, the drug supply. They've been able to manufacture synthetic opioid. They can just make this stuff, have precursor chemicals flown in from usually from China, get to Mexico, cut it into every drug, and people die.
Smith says there are no quick solutions to this opioid crisis, but the governor's office plans to strengthen tactics to reduce harm and add support systems.
We need to make sure that fewer people start down this pathway, and that's really talking with middle school students, high school students, because people use very early.
Smith also claims the Mills administration plans to ensure there are more recovery centers available and recovery-friendly housing and work sites. Leaders working to help individuals with recovery say the root remedy heavily depends on one's environment.
We need to house people because you can't expect people who are living in an encampment or living in a homeless shelter to focus on their recovery when they don't know whether they're going to have a roof over their head.
One of the important pieces is recovery is more about not just getting treatment, but also having supportive services like housing, child care, food security, economic, meaning having a job.
The governor plans to incorporate health liaisons in every Maine county to reach out to drug overdose survivors to connect them to immediate resources. In studio, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The time is now 6:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll see the longtime city employee who Bangor City Council has appointed as the new harbor master.
But first, let's take a quick look at your forecast today. A high of 80 degrees. There'll be some scattered thunderstorms in our area. That's going to continue this evening. Temperatures dropping down to the low 60s, but tomorrow is setting up to be a beautiful day in store for us this week. Mostly sunny skies with a high of 85.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
I strive so hard to get to the right verdict.
It's not Murphy's Law.
Do you ever watch a people's court? Do you think I'm an idiot?
It's a court of law.
I'm a judge, and I deal in evidence and proof.
The People's Court.
The law is the law is the law is the law.
All this week at 4 on ABC 7.
Thousands of Mainers could benefit from vision research at Jackson Laboratory, thanks to grant donations totaling more than $7 million. Jackson Laboratory has been conducting retina research for more than 2 decades. Now, thanks to generous donors, Professor Gareth Howell says the lab's ongoing research can accelerate. Complex diseases like glaucoma and diabetic retinopathy are being studied to determine why some groups are impacted more than others.
What we're trying to do with at least some of these funds is to identify why some individuals who age become more susceptible to diseases like glaucoma, like age-related macular degeneration, like diabetic retinopathy, but others don't.
Dr. Howell says eye diseases could be a combination of someone's genes and lifestyle choices.
The University of Maine System Chancellor, who came under criticism for his handling of staffing and restructuring, will keep his job for another year. Trustees voted unanimously Monday to extend the contract for Chancellor Daniel Malloy despite votes of no confidence from faculty at 3 of the 7 campuses. Hard feelings about the former 2-term Connecticut governor came to a head with a botched hiring of a president for the University of Maine at Augusta. The system is now on the hook for up to $705,000 over 3 years to the candidate who withdrew.
Police Department is closing its longtime athletic league. Bangor Parks and Recreation Director Tracy Willett says the move was a long time coming. He says staffing has changed as well as the Bangor PD, and they felt it was time to end the organization. $10,000 was left in the league fund and will be allocated to the Bangor Parks and Recreation Department.
Police Athletic League has been here in Bangor for a number of years and has done a variety of youth programming, boxing previously, have done some mountain biking clinics and events up at Essex Woods, and they had some money left over from their efforts. They want to make sure that it's used for youth, and we donate it to the Parks and Rec Department, which we're very thankful for, and certainly thankful for the years that the Police Athletic League has been involved in youth activities here in the city.
The club, located on Watchmaker Street and Essex Street in Bangor, is available for public use. If you would like to hold a club at the Essex Street Pals Center, contact Tracy Willett from Parks and Rec Department.
And the time is now 6:13. After the break, we'll get a glimpse inside an unassuming historic church that holds stunning fresco paintings.
Plus, we'll hear about an update from the Biden administration's response to abortion access. We'll be right back.
This morning, when Wanda's on GMA, you never know what it'll be like.
Like when a squirrel gets in your house and running up and down your leg.
Plus, this week, music by Ashanti and One Republic, and an epic live giveaway. This week on ABC's Good Morning America.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
I got certified as a crash reconstructionist in 2005. I've investigated 150 crashes. 90% of those are speed related.
Vehicle rolled over several times.
When vehicles approach 30 miles an hour over the speed limit, the injuries start getting more serious to the point of being fatal. It's scary how fast someone's life can be altered forever just by driving a little bit too fast. The old adage is speed kills. It is absolutely the case.
Download the new Fox Bangor app from the App Store or Google Play and get your news anytime, anywhere.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
The city of Bangor has a new harbor master. Bangor City Council has appointed Tracy Willett as the city's harbor master. He was sworn in Monday night. According to the city's website, the harbor master is someone who will assure Bangor's marina and docking area are maintained and regulated under state law requirements.
If you have ever wanted to be transported to another place in time, look no further than the South Solon Meeting House in Somerset County, which is covered in frescoes. Our Jody Hersey takes us there.
There's no other place on earth with a building this vintage covered in frescoes.
The South Solon Meeting House was created back in 1842 as a place for religious and community activities to take place. But in the 1950s, this historic church was transformed by a group of art students at the nearby Skowhegan School of Painting and Sculpture, who used the building's bare walls and ceiling as their canvas.
Fresco means it's painted on a fresh plaster preparation. So you apply on the wall a mixture that you paint on while it is still wet.
Art professor Veronique Plesch has been admiring the beauty of these non-denominational frescoes since she began working at Colby College in the 90s.
And the interesting thing about these frescoes is because they were done by contemporary artists, they were given complete free rein about the topic they would cover. It had to be religious.
Although weekly church services have not been held in this building for years, the founders always wanted to ensure the meeting house was open and available to everyone, a tradition that still exists today.
The board will rent the building to whatever group wants to put on an event here. In the past, we've had poetry readings, we have concerts, we usually have a couple concerts every year. I'll come in here sometimes and there'll just be some guy up on the podium that's just playing his guitar.
Visitors of the Solon Meeting House will tell you at some point these frescoes will leave you speechless.
If you want to see something totally unique in a totally unexpected place, this is it.
Award-winning photographer David Franson has a strong connection to the Meeting House frescoes because his family had a hand in making them a reality.
I see my uncle's artwork here, and then the rest are his artistic friends. 2 aunts and my mom were all married here, so there's been a lot of family connection.
Professor Plesch plans to bring our students here in the fall so they can see the frescoes in person and help build a website that will attract even more visitors.
The South Solon Meeting House, I can say very confidently, is really one of a kind.
In Solon, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Wow. That was incredible. I've never seen anything like those frescoes.
It's pretty amazing, too. Yeah. When you look at the church or the meeting room outside, it doesn't look like a whole lot. And then you go inside and you find these beautiful illustrations. I mean, definitely going to have to take a visit at one point.
Yeah, I know. You drive around, you see a lot of churches and meeting houses that look like that. That's really exciting.
We love the history.
Yep. Well, the time is now 6:19.
And let's get a full look at our weekday forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He joins us now.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. A small craft advisory in effect until 6 a.m. on Wednesday. This has been extended as the timing for our storm system will be delayed by just a couple hours as we think it's 7 o'clock for strong to severe thunderstorms that'll begin to move in. Just a few isolated showers developing across the northern parts of the state this morning as that system is starting to approach as we speak. Here is that cold front right here, tracking off towards the east, so scattered showers and storms possible on and off throughout the daytime today. The better chances again arriving by late afternoon into the evening time frame, and some of those may pack a punch. Here's the reason why that small craft advisory is in effect. Wave heights are starting to increase at around 4 to 5 feet. According to the buoys out there, though, and man, those winds will get gusty today, getting up to around 30. Maybe 40 miles per hour in just a few areas, but just for today only, as later on tonight things will begin to calm down, and that's why that advisory will be dropped as we head towards tomorrow morning. Temperature history, the last couple of days we've been running slightly above average by just a few degrees, and we'll keep that going through parts of today. Our average high is 88 degrees, so we'll hit that today, with middle 80s on the way for Wednesday, lower 80s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then another heat wave by Sunday to Monday, so we'll make it into the middle 80s. Your muggy meter, though, showing dew points today and tomorrow will be in the muggy category, though, so you might be noticing that for a little bit. But then Thursday, all the way through Sunday, a little bit more comfortable as the dew points begin to fall back as that cold front moves in. UV index forecast for today will be at a 4. That is moderate, so it's down a little bit. So even with the clouds moving in, you can still get sunburned. So a burn time of around 45 minutes. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, shade will still be necessary as you head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Futurecast moving forward for today, scattered showers and storms may be possible earlier on in the day, but the better chances are arriving by about 7 o'clock, but lasting for just a few hours, as by 10 o'clock, all this will dissipate, will become partly cloudy overnight, and really looking pretty nice as we head towards Wednesday, but a few isolated showers and thunderstorms possible throughout the afternoon period as we head towards the Wednesday. So some of those storms again may pack a punch today, though. Some of them may even turn severe in the northern parts of the state, but gusty winds and hail will be the main threats that we'll have to keep an eye on, along with some heavy downpours. But lower 80s today, scattered thunderstorms moving in late. Some of those may get strong. That south wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. We may also see some scattered showers and thunderstorms earlier in the day as well. For tonight, scattered thunderstorms, some may get strong early, lows in the lower 60s, and a south wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. In your extended forecast, with that small chance for a few isolated thunderstorms on Wednesday, otherwise partly cloudy. Highs in the middle 80s, lower 80s on Thursday with a chance for storms. Partly cloudy Friday and Saturday, highs in the low 80s.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Building a new deck or expanding or replacing an existing deck, you'll find everything you need for your project at Hammond Lumber Company. From wood options to low-maintenance composite decking, railings, and all the hardware and accessories, too. Your Hammond sales rep can walk you through your design and product choices and can even come out to the job site if needed. They can help you find a reputable builder, too, and Hammond offers statewide delivery and professional service after the sale. To get started on your deck project, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
The White House makes another move in the battle to keep abortion access open nationwide. The Biden administration informed healthcare providers on Monday that they must provide care to pregnant patients and must perform an abortion if the mother's life is at risk. This notice covers the whole country, including in states where the procedure is legal. This guidance acknowledged the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, requiring medical facilities to provide treatment for those in labor.
In Washington this morning, the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol is gearing up for its 7th hearing. ABC's Jay O'Brien has the latest from Washington.
This morning, the January 6th committee preparing for its 7th hearing, zeroing in on the Capitol attack itself. USA! The committee trying to make the case former President Donald Trump's own words inspired his supporters to breach the Capitol, trying to stop certification of the 2020 election.
President Trump summoned the mob, assembled the mob, and lit the flame of this attack.
The hearing expected to focus on radical extremists who took part in the assault. A former spokesperson for the militia group the Oath Keepers planning to testify as members of that group face seditious conspiracy charges tied to the riot. Lawmakers also expected to call Stephen Ayers, an Ohio man who pled guilty to his role in the Capitol attack. The FBI says Ayers posted on social media accusing President Biden and Democrats of treason and warning of a coming civil war. Today's testimony coming after an about-face from Steve Bannon, the conservative firebrand and one-time Trump strategist, who now says he'll speak to the committee on the eve of his criminal trial for ignoring a congressional subpoena. Bannon previously refused to cooperate, citing executive privilege despite leaving his Trump White House job in 2017.
From the start, he said he's willing to comply if they just resolve the privilege issue, which he feels he's bound by.
A judge yesterday disagreed, saying the presidential power to withhold information doesn't cover a former government official who worked for a now former president. Federal prosecutors writing, quote, "The only thing that has really changed is that Bannon is finally about to face the consequences of his decision." The January 6th committee spent 8 hours Friday interviewing former Trump White House counsel Pat Cipollone. Members say his testimony could be played in today's hearing or the following hearing, which aides say the committee is planning to hold next week.
Still to come here on the second half of our show. A historic building in Dover Foxcroft will be seeing major renovations in order to house new small businesses by next year.
Plus, a car dealership in Trenton has made major donations to cancer facilities across the state. This is more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-282-3827 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will give you the details you need to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-282-3827. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-282-3827. WellCare. Call today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday, July 12th of 2022. Another perfect summer day here in Maine. Forecast is coming up in a moment. You may want to wait till tomorrow for that sunshine, but...
Right. It's a perfect day if you like the rain. Well, this is interesting. The U.S. Congress passed the first minimum wage law 89 years ago today, which was 33 cents an hour.
That made me feel so much better this morning when I was reading that. I was like, wow, man. Making more than 33 cents now, that works.
That works. I know. What, 83 years ago today? I mean, it's interesting to think about. A couple generations ago, you could go get a soda in the drugstore for 5 cents.
I know. So, and gas was cheap, too. You could bring a dime to the gas station and fill up.
I know, maybe before the 70s.
Yeah. I mean, this is way back. This is like, before we were even thoughts. But,
Right.
The Rolling Stones performed for the first time 60 years ago today.
The game show Family Feud is 46 years old today. It can still be seen weeknights at 7 on our channel Fox 22, and today is Cow Appreciation Day.
Love that. And we were talking about this right before the break. I didn't want to give too much away. Did you ever see the video of the cow that took social media by storm last month?
Absolutely.
There was a video on social media. We'll have to get it for the next hour. It's of a cow being airlifted by a helicopter.
Yeah.
And it was downright the funniest thing I had seen in a
Beautiful
while.
rolling hills.
And they
it's
put
like the Swiss countryside.
They put some music behind it that just makes it so elegant, and everyone
then
was
just a cow straight-legged, not moving at all,
just enjoying life, just being flown across. And I watched that, and I'm like,
and
man.
By flown, we must specify long, just
long,
a rope at the end of a helicopter, just strapped around the middle,
like something you would see out of Jurassic Park when they're moving dinosaurs. It was great. We'll have to get it for the next hour. We'll get production working on that, but we'll turn it over to Devin Biggs with another look at our forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Joe and Emma, thank you very much. We've made it to Tuesday morning. A small craft advisory has been extended now, lasting until 6 a.m. on Wednesday, as our timing for this system has been delayed by just a few hours as far as when strong to maybe severe thunderstorms will try to move in across parts of the state. But for now, though, we're looking pretty decent out there. Let's zoom things out right now. And we're seeing a few isolated showers off toward the north, maybe hitting across some of our northern counties. Bangor looking pretty good this morning. Areas along the coast looking pretty decent. But we are watching our next system moving in from the west and a little bit to the northwest as well. This is all tracking to the east, so there will be chances for a few showers coming up later today in the afternoon period, along with a few thunderstorms. But the strongest storms that we have our eye on will arrive by around 7 p.m. this evening. So futurecast showing those chances for a few showers and storms throughout the day, with the better chances arriving by about 7 p.m. this evening. But by about 10 o'clock tonight, it's all getting out of here, and the clouds will be breaking up after the fact. As for the winds, they will be gusty out there as well. These are just the sustained winds along the coast, getting up to around 15 miles per hour, but higher gusts up to 30 miles per hour, maybe even more, not out of the question. Forecast for today, lower 80 scattered thunderstorms late, also a few rain showers during the day as well, maybe with a few rumbles of thunder. Some of those may get on the stronger side late, producing some gusty winds and hail with that south wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. That will continue into tonight with some of those getting strong early, with lows in the lower 60s. Things will taper off by about 10 o'clock, with south wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. And our hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period. Again, clouds will be on the increase overall. Temperatures may get into the lower 80s before the storms move in. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. Stanley Subaru in Trenton made a big donation to a few of Northern Lights cancer care facilities. As part of the Subaru Loves to Care initiative, the Mary Dow and Beth C. Wright Cancer Centers received 80 blankets for patients going through cancer treatment. According to the release, each blanket donated includes a message of hope written by a community member, employee, or guest of Stanley Subaru.
Executive Director at the Beth C. Wright Cancer Resource Center, Angela Focazzato, said, quote, "The blankets are a blessing for cancer patients and will wrap them in warmth while having treatments, as they always get cold. It is a blessing to have this donation from Stanley Subaru, a community collaborator with the Beth C. Wright Cancer Resource Center," end quote. This is the 7th year in a row the initiative has brought love and hope to cancer patients. During the month of June, Subaru matched online gifts dollar for dollar up to $250,000 for Leukemia Lymphoma Society. A historic building that has been standing tall in Dover Foxcroft for more than 10 years will be transformed into new small businesses next year.
Sierra Jordan has the story.
When folks come into downtown Dover Foxcroft, one of the first things they see is the historic Masonic Temple building. Built in 1869, the historic structure was known to host the Dover-Foxcroft Masonic Association meetings.
I grew up here as a kid. I remember walking by it.
In March of 2020, Kevin Jankunas, along with his two brothers, Robert and Steve, bought the Masonic Temple to create retail and office space.
When this came on the market, we came and looked at it with the realtor, and we just saw the potential in the building.
But that isn't all. As Dover-Foxcroft is located in one of the poorest counties in Maine, Jankunas says bringing affordable housing is crucial to the community.
Bring some needed housing, I think, in the community, because that's what we do plan on doing on the second and third floor of the building is doing some apartments, so we could have a mixed-use building.
The Masonic Association used to host their meetings on the third floor, but now has temporarily moved across the street to the Dover True Value hardware store. Masonic Association President Tom Boone says they've decided to sell their building because it was too expensive to keep up with the heating costs.
It was very hard to heat. When we owned the building, we spent about $10,000 a year on heat.
Jankunas said the community support has been fulfilling, and they're thrilled for the new changes coming to town.
Hopefully, people, enjoy coming to the building and shopping at the building.
The Masonic Temple is not open to the public yet, but folks can expect for the retail shops to be open by next year. In Dover-Foxcroft, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
An Italian man who loves Pepsi makes sure to get his collection in the can as a record. Christian Cavialetti, who's from Milan, Italy, is the Pepsi man for all generations of Pepsi cans. Cavialetti had his collection recounted in March to give him the Guinness World Record for a second time.
His collection totals more than 12,000 cans. Cavialetti began collecting them in 1989 and has cans from 81 countries. He also has the first ever Pepsi can edition from 1948. A 1960s prototype, and even a 2005 special edition with him and his first record certified from 2004 on it. That's incredible.
I love niche collections like that.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate to bring this up. My father has a Matchbox toy collection.
That's cool.
The basement's about as big as the studio, and it's just full.
It's
love covered. It is, and the only reason why they'll never move out of the house. Fingers crossed. My mom always wants to move out. She wants to go to the Cape and everything. My father is like, there's no way I'm ever moving that Matchbox toy collection. There are just cars everywhere.
That makes sense that that's your dad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That makes sense now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a hoarder.
That's how you stay forever young, though, too. You can say hoarder or you can say forever young.
Yeah, forever young.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I definitely get some of those characteristics from him with keeping stuff. So,
especially
baseball
with Matchbox cards. Those are fun. Still to come here this morning, the Penobscot Valley Country Club hosted 15 golf teams for their second annual golf tournament fundraiser. Dave Peck will have the details when we return.
Well, let's get a quick look at your forecast. Today, the temperatures are reaching 80 degrees. We'll have some thunderstorms scooping around the area. They'll be sticking around tonight. Temperatures drop down to the low 60s. And tomorrow, a gorgeous Wednesday. Mostly sunny skies with a high of 85.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine for more than 30 years with an extensive inventory of equipment and tools, including excavators, chippers, aerial lifts, skid steers, mini skid steers and attachments, pressure washers, and dump trailers. If you can't find it on our website, we can get it for you. Call for multi-day and weekend special rates. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. General Rental Center, Old Town.
If you've been injured and think you can't afford a lawyer, think again. There's absolutely no fee unless we win money for you.
I called the Twos after I was hurt by a drunk driver. It was free for Lowry and Associates to get started on my case. They got my hospital and surgery bills paid for and got me $250,000.
I'm Jim with Lowry and Associates. Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Hammond Lumber is the country's largest stocking dealer of Shoremaster products. You don't have to wait to get the dock system you want when you choose Shoremaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
Good morning, everyone. Well, over the weekend, Cooper Flag and Team USA capped off their U17 FIBA World Cup in gold medal fashion, defeating Spain 79-67. And once again, Flag was out there turning heads on the international stage. Flag, like he's done all tournament long, impacting the game in all phases, hits the jumper here in the first. A little bit later, look at this steal here. Around half court, just rips it out of the offender's hand. That sets up the dunk here from Ron Holland. Incredible stuff. Then in the second, Flag showing his versatility here, drives with his left, finishes at the hoop. He recorded a near triple-double in Team USA's gold medal game, 10 points, and a team-leading 17 rebounds and 8 steals. Flag closed out the tournament averaging 9.3 points per game and 10 rebounds. So we expect to hear more from Flag about his experience overseas, winning that gold medal later in the week. For now, let's talk some hockey because former University of Maine standout and Maine Mariners head coach Ben Guite has been named the new men's ice hockey coach at Bowdoin College. This past spring, Guite led the Mariners to the team's first ever postseason appearance. Now he's back at the college level where he will take over a Polar Bear team that finished in the lower half of the NESCAC this past season. He said leaving the Mariners was tough, but the chance to find even more stability at Bowdoin was too good to pass up.
Our kids are really engaged in the community, and then you look around the facilities, the campus, you look at the Sid Watson's arena, and just the quality of the facilities, and just there's a lot of opportunities there to do well, and elite is excel as much on the ice as the kids do in the classroom.
Guite brings years of coaching experience to Brunswick. He spent 9 seasons in Orna working as an assistant coach. Of course, after a successful playing career that included a national championship with the Black Bears, now he's looking forward to using that experience to help lead the Polar Bears back to the top.
To me, coaching was always about competing and developing players and people, and this is an opportunity for me to do something like that at an elite university.
So congratulations to Guite and best of luck in Brunswick. It was a busy day for former Black Bears. Guite gets the job at Bowdoin, and down in Boston, the Bruins officially introduced Jim Montgomery as their 29th head coach. Now, throughout the entire process, communication has been a buzzword. It's one of the reasons Bruce Cassidy was fired, and according to most, a large reason why Montgomery was hired for the job. And Monty says his ability to communicate came from one coaching staff in particular.
My communication approach goes to Sean Walsh. He was the master, in my mind, of communicating and motivating people. As a teacher, that would be Grant Stambrook, who was at the University of Maine with me. I've never seen a guy teach one-on-one as well.
Teaching and developing young talent has been another recurring theme surrounding this hire. Montgomery said he's already been in touch with about half of the players on the current roster, but said his first call was to the veteran, Patrice Bergeron.
I felt like I was talking to a coach, not a player. Just how he thinks about the team first. He thinks about ways to get better. So very impressed, and so it was a very open and honest conversation about how he's excited about what the Bruins family can do and how I'm excited to be part of it.
So there you go. The Montgomery era has officially begun. First order of business, solidify those veterans. Talks of David Krejci maybe being in Boston, trying to figure out a contract. Patrice Bergeron, will he come back for the 2022-23 season? Just a couple of things, a couple of dominoes that need to fall before Montgomery starts to know which direction his team can head. For us, though, we're going to end on the golf course because for the second straight year, the Courageous Steps Project held its annual Scramble Golf Tournament at the Penobscot Valley Country Club. This year, 15 teams took to the golf course as the nonprofit continued its goal to support children and young adults of varying ability. In year 2, Courageous Steps raised $10,000 to go towards its mission, a $4,000 increase from their tournament in 2021.
We provide scholarships, donations to unified basketball programs, school supplies for nearly 24 schools annually. So we do a lot in the community, and events like this are just a reminder the great things that we can do if we come together and support great causes like this one.
It's a great opportunity to support what Connor's doing, and we love golf, so we said, why not?
Why not is right. Now, Connor at first envisioned Courageous Steps as just an annual walk-run event, but since its creation in 2014, the organization has added year-round fundraisers to help the cause.
It will continue to grow because I see the need. The needs continue to arise, and I love what I do. This is really fulfilling and meaningful, and it really is full circle in many ways.
All for a great effort and a great day, too. Honestly, I wish I would have been golfing maybe next year because hopefully there will be the third annual Courageous Steps Golf Scramble in the near future. All right, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
You don't just go to work. You do the work. And it shows. You're committed to training and inspiring others. And you play as hard as you work. For that, you need a vehicle as strong as you are to get you where you want to go. Dedication. That's a Varney value, and one you'll find at Varney Buick GMC, Hogan Road, Bangor.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
And with Tuesday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
The Nasdaq was down 2.3% at closing bell Monday, the S&P shedding 1.2%, and the Dow fell 0.5%. Amazon's Prime Day kicks off today, hoping to see a sales bump of 7 to 9% compared to last year. The company shifted Prime Day from June to July to capture some back-to-school shopping. Twitter is still trying to force Elon Musk to keep his promise and buy the company. Its lawyers say Musk's efforts to spike the deal are, quote, invalid and wrong. Musk last week said he was abandoning the $44 billion bid after Twitter refused to release data on their automated spam bots. And Frontier Airlines is asking Spirit to push back a vote on another offer from JetBlue to give Frontier more time to convince Spirit's shareholders. I'm Leo Jonathan with Tuesday's Business on ABC 7.
A rare glimpse into the universe, NASA unveiling the first image from the James Webb Space Telescope, capturing our deepest view yet of the cosmos.
Fox's Lauren Blanchard has a closer look from Washington.
This infrared photo of galaxies and stars, the result of decades of hard work.
You're seeing just a small little portion of the universe.
The telescope almost acting as a time machine, showing us light from 13 billion years ago, nearly as long ago as the Big Bang.
We're going back almost to the beginning. That is the discovery that we are making with this.
The $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope took off for its mission back in December. Since then, it's traveled 1 million miles. It is the largest telescope ever sent into space, with a mirror diameter of 21 feet. Compare that to the Hubble telescope's mirror diameter, just shy of 8 feet.
Stunning clarity. It will enhance what we know about the origins of our universe, our solar system, and possibly life itself.
The color image the White House released Monday is the clearest and highest resolution infrared glimpse into space we have ever seen in history.
These images are going to remind the world that America can do big things. And they remind the American people, especially our children, that there's nothing beyond our capacity.
On Tuesday, NASA will release 4 more photos the telescope has taken. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
And now here's Devin Biggs with one final look at our full weather forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. A small craft advisory in effect until 6 a.m. on Wednesday. This has been extended as the timing for our storm system will be delayed by just a couple hours as we think it's 7 o'clock for strong to severe thunderstorms that'll begin to move in. Just a few isolated showers developing across the northern parts of the state this morning as that system is starting to approach as we speak. Here is that cold front right here, tracking off towards the east, so scattered showers and storms possible on and off throughout the daytime today. The better chances again arriving by late afternoon into the evening time frame, and some of those may pack a punch. Here's the reason why that small craft advisory is in effect. Wave heights are starting to increase at around 4 to 5 feet, according to the buoys out there, though. And man, those winds will get gusty today, getting up to around 30. Maybe 40 miles per hour in just a few areas, but just for today only, as later on tonight things will begin to calm down, and that's why that advisory will be dropped as we head towards tomorrow morning. Temperature history, the last couple of days we've been running slightly above average by just a few degrees, and we'll keep that going through parts of today. Our average high is 88 degrees, so we'll hit that today, with middle 80s on the way for Wednesday, lower 80s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then another heat wave by Sunday to Monday, so we'll make it into the middle 80s. Your muggy meter, though, showing dew points today and tomorrow will be in the muggy category, though, so you might be noticing that for a little bit. Then Thursday, all the way through Sunday, a little bit more comfortable as the dew points begin to fall back as that cold front moves in. UV index forecast for today will be at a 4. That is moderate, so it's down a little bit. So even with the clouds moving in, you can still get sunburn. So a burn time of around 45 minutes. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, shade will still be necessary as you head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Futurecast moving forward for today, scattered showers and storms may be possible earlier on in the day, but the better chances are arriving by about 7 o'clock, but lasting for just a few hours, as by 10 o'clock, all this will dissipate, will become partly cloudy overnight, and really looking pretty nice as we head towards Wednesday, but a few isolated showers and thunderstorms possible throughout the afternoon period as we head towards the Wednesday. So some of those storms again may pack a punch today, though. Some of them may even turn severe in the northern parts of the state, but gusty winds and hail will be the main threats that we'll have to keep an eye on, along with some heavy downpours. But lower 80s today, scattered thunderstorms moving in late. Some of those may get strong, with that south wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. We may also see some scattered showers and thunderstorms earlier in the day as well. For tonight, scattered thunderstorms, some may get strong early, lows in the lower 60s, and a south wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. In your extended forecast, with that small chance for a few isolated thunderstorms on Wednesday, otherwise partly cloudy. Highs in the middle 80s, lower 80s on Thursday with a chance for storms. Partly cloudy Friday and Saturday, highs in the low 80s.
Did you know that motorcyclists are 27 times more likely to die in a motor vehicle crash than passenger vehicle occupants? Motorcycles can be hard to see. We need to look twice to save a life. Let's watch for motorcycles and share the road. Please remember to leave extra room when following motorcycles, and to check in your rearview mirrors and blind spots, and to be extra careful when making left-hand turns. Remember, your actions can save lives. The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety reminds you to look twice to save a life.
The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery. And now, during our Summer Sizzler sale, take home this Ashley recliner for only $2.99. And take an additional 10% off all other recliners. The Furniture Gallery's Camp and Cottage Queen foam or inner spring mattresses start at only $2.99. Big time inflation buster sofa and love seat for an incredible low price of $9.99. Special financing is available only at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, North Windham, and now open in Newport.
After my accident, I needed help.
I was looking for information online.
Then I found it.
JoeBornstein.com.
Get help now at JoeBornstein.com. From your smartphone or desktop, here in Maine, the law offices of Joe Bornstein is as close as your fingertips.
The consultation was free and confidential.
In person or online. The firm with the track record of results.
If you've been injured in an accident, call Joe. The law offices of Joe Bornstein. Right now.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Buy your steak and meats for grilling this summer.
A mother murdered.
Everybody was a suspect.
A daughter caught in the middle.
My dad was trying to put pressure on police to actually look into something.
But all of the facts led to your dad. We can't just let your father walk.
Who do you believe? Season finale tonight, 10/9 Central on ABC.
If you're the type of person who loves food that is super juicy, likes to make sure that everyone has an equal portion, and is not a big fan of washing pots and pans, then foil packet cooking is for you. And if you're not familiar with it, let me share a simple recipe to get you started. We start by cutting 4 squares of aluminum foil, and you'll want to make sure you use a heavy-duty one, and don't be skimpy when cutting it. We season a few chicken breasts with salt and pepper before dipping them in some barbecue sauce. We place one in the center of the foil and top it with a slice of pineapple, some chunked up red pepper, and a bit of chopped scallions. A little bit more barbecue sauce goes on top, and we fold the foil, creating a pocket so our chicken can roast. Place these on a baking sheet and into the oven they go, or we can cook these right out on the grill. When they're done, make sure you open them carefully because they're gonna be hot. What we end up with is the juiciest chicken ever, topped with the taste of the tropics. The recipe for our tropical barbecue chicken packets is online now and is perfect all year long. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a wrapped up way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood,
here's ABC's Chuck Silverson.
Christian Bale is one of the few actors to appear in both DC and Marvel Cinematic Universe films. The one-time Batman star is now featured as the villain Gore in Marvel's Thor: Love and Thunder. Robert Pattinson most recently played the role of the Caped Crusader in The Batman. Bale says he hasn't seen it, but that's not a slight on Pattinson. Bale says he hardly watches any movies. In a recent interview, the Welsh actor says if his children want to watch The Batman, he will get around to seeing it. Pandas may be cute, but in China, as a national symbol, they are taken seriously. Actor James Hong, who played Mr. Peng in Kung Fu Panda, says the Chinese government was wary when the movie first came out in 2008, worried about the animal being shown as funny. But Hong says audiences in China loved seeing the fun side of the panda.
It opened a whole new world of theatrics for China and the people around the world. And I'm very glad to be part of all that.
James Hong stars with Jack Black in Kung Fu Panda: The Dragon Knight, a new series streaming on Netflix later this week. Monty Norman, who wrote one of the world's most famous pieces of music, the theme tune for the James Bond films, has died. He was 94. And that's what's happening in Hollywood.
And people can now take a bite out of the rich with the Eat the Rich popsicles. The popsicles by the Brooklyn Artists Collective, called MSCHF, retail about $10 a piece. The menu features tech titans like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg.
The packaging also makes fun of the billionaire's businesses. Bezos is shown next to a wrapped Amazon logo turned into a frowning face, while Zuckerberg's is surrounded by thumbs down.
Those are too funny.
So do they have their own ice cream truck? I'm not really...
Oh, no.
I need more details.
I'll guarantee they did not sign off on these.
Right. That's true. That's a good point. Yep. Well, Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is next on Fox 22, and enjoy your Tuesday.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with